everyone, welcome back to another jersey collection video. Today we are starting off with the New York Rangers, and I'm pretty excited about this one. I only have 7 jerseys actually, which kind of surprised me for a team that was my favorite for I think almost 11 years. I don't have a lot. That's not necessarily because I don't like their jerseys, they just don't have a whole lot I felt like that I was wanting to buy or that I kind of liked when they did put out something new. I'm talking about the Winter Classic in 2012 and the Winter Classic in 2017. I wasn't a huge fan of either of those, so I had no desire to really get those ones. But the ones I do have I think are pretty decent. So we'll pretty much kind of get started here right away. If you guys haven't seen the intro video, I'd recommend going and checking that out. If you guys have and are all caught up on that, perfect. We'll kind of get started in this one. Last video I did the Guess the Player. I felt like it was a bit of a hard one, so today I kind of want a little easy on you guys. So that one I feel like should be a slam dunk. Alright, first up we're starting off with a bang here. The white 1998 Statue of Liberty jersey. Hair on there. One of my all-time favorites as a child growing up. I don't think it was technically mine, but my dad, I remember, bought this for me and my brother. I think he ended up getting it. It fit him better. I got the old All-Star jersey, like the teal one. So I was pretty happy with that. And I remember my brother throwing up on this jersey and kind of ruining it. So all these years later, I wasn't sure I'd ever find it, and I eventually did find it. I bought it through Custom Throwback Sports or whatever, Custom Throwback Jerseys. It was pricey, but I'm still really happy with it. I'm not a Gretzky fan really at all, but I felt like I needed a Gretzky jersey, and I had to be this one. This was the only option for me. I need to take this in to get these shoulder patches sewn on, and I really want to get the front logo sewn on as well. But I was kind of waiting to get this video done and over with, so now that I've filmed it, I will probably be taking this in the next week or two to kind of get stitched up so I make sure that I have it for a very long time. Really nice quality, I'm really happy with it, and I would definitely order from them again, but they are just a little bit pricey, and they do take a while to get to you. Up next, this one I feel like probably would have been the first one that I showed you, because technically this design came out in 1997, and they had it up until 2007. World Trade Center Memorial patch, so I count this as a 2001 style jersey, making it after the 1998 one. Again, this came from the same place. I think I ordered them at the same time, and I got Pavel Bure on there. I absolutely loved Bure growing up. He was a player that I wish I could have played like. Like, he was so fast and so skilled, a lot of fun to watch. And even though he wasn't a Ranger for very long, I felt like he had a pretty good impact. I definitely remember his hat trick goal, and yeah, I absolutely loved Bure. Probably my favorite Rangers jersey that I have. Even though I absolutely really liked that one. One of those two. I don't know. There's some good Ranger ones that have a little bit of sentimental value to me. So yeah, moving on to the next one. Up next is the 2007 style home jersey that they had, and this one has a little bit of a story behind it as to why I got it. We just moved back to Saskatoon again in 2007, and the area that we lived in was opening like a new little like shopping center area. There was a couple of restaurants, liquor store, I think Blockbuster was there, and they were opening a new bank. Bank of Montreal was opening a new branch, and if you signed up with them, they gave you a free $100. So I signed up to go and have my banking with Bank of Montreal, who I still use to this day actually. Yeah, so they gave me a free $100, and we went back to Calgary, I remember, and we took like a trip up to Edmonton just to kind of do some shopping after, you know, a big move from Calgary to Saskatoon. And one of the stores had this brand new, full price, $100. So I bought it. Back when jerseys were $100. I think it was maybe like 110 or something like that. But yeah, I bought it blank. I had it sent out pretty much immediately that summer to get customized with Peter Nedved on there. He did technically wear the Reebok. He came back for a pro tryout. He wore the white one and this one. It's harder to find pictures of him in this one, but they are out there and I've seen it. He actually played pretty good in that pro tryout, so I was pretty disappointed when he didn't end up signing, because Nedved was, again, one of my all-time favorites growing up. I really liked him. And yeah, this is one of those jerseys that just has a bit of a story to it, and I will never forget it, and I absolutely love it all these years later. Still held up pretty good. But yeah, this is a collection original for myself. Alright, and the next one, I can't quite remember where I ended up buying this, but I think it was right before I moved back to Calgary from Saskatoon. It's a lot of back and forth, it seems like, between those two places. I got it blank, I had it sent out and got Ryan Callahan put on there. I think this was kind of right off of his 4-goal game that he scored. I believe wearing this at home against the Flyers. I absolutely loved when the Rangers wore their white jerseys at home. Well, all teams really, when they wore their white jerseys at home. But for them to bring this out for that one game for the year where they wore this at home, and he scored 4 goals in it, I absolutely loved it. Maybe it was just a hat trick. I can't quite remember. But, yeah. Again, one of those ones that just has some good memories for me. Up next, this one I got through that 30% off, or $30 jersey sale when Pro Hockey Life was trying to clear out some of their Reeboks, so it is blank. I wasn't really planning on getting it, but then I thought I could do either Grabner or Marty St. Louis on there. I'll probably do St. Louis since I got Grabner on a Coyotes jersey now. So I'm really happy that I did get this because I really liked these jerseys. They're really, really, really nice. Up next, we have the third jersey from 2008 up until 2017. I think it was 2008. Maybe it was 2010. I don't remember. I bought it blank. I had it sent out to get Matt Zuccarello put on there. I got the jersey itself from Pro Hockey Life here in Calgary, and then I added on the 90th anniversary shoulder patch as well. So, yeah, really happy with this. I absolutely love the jersey. I wouldn't mind eventually sending it out because I know on these jerseys they have like the numbers, the retired numbers on the inside of the jersey. It's one of those kind of nice little details that not a lot of people know about that I think it just adds a lot of character to this jersey. So eventually I would like to get that done, but in the meantime, very happy to have this. Alright, so there's a bit of a gap in the collection. Before this, there should have been the home Adidas jersey with Panarin on the back that I got from Cool Hockey, I think sometime last year. Unfortunately, I did have to sell it off, but it's okay because it did have the smaller logo on there like this one does as well. Now, this was one of the ones at first I'm like, it's a word mark. I feel like the small font or logo style isn't too bad because it's a word mark jersey. I was wrong. I think it looks really quite bad, to be honest, on this one and the home one. So I wasn't too disappointed to sell off the Panarin one. I thought the Rangers word mark looked really small in comparison to the big number 10 that was on like the arms and sleeves. So I would like to replace the home one and this road one and eventually get the full-size logo because they'll look a lot better. But I think I got this through Cool Hockey as well. Alright, so for my top 5 favorite Rangers jersey in franchise history, a quick little honorable mention. I wanted to include one that I think they had in the 40s at some point. It was kind of like that Dallas one where it says Dallas. It just said like Rangers kind of in an arched font and it had the number on there. But it is a bitch trying to find a picture of that jersey. If I can, I will put it in here. But I don't want to include that as my honorable mention. My honorable mention is actually the 2014 Stadium Series jersey. I really liked it. I absolutely loved seeing that. It kind of brought back memories of that Lady Liberty era style jersey, just in kind of the color scheme that they used, and I really liked it. That is one that I was really sad that I wasn't able to get. Even when they came out, I couldn't find it anywhere at the time, so if I'm able to find it, I would still like to get it, but if not, I've kind of made my peace with it. Number 5, I am taking the 2000, I'm pretty sure it's 2010 that they came out with that Heritage third jersey. So I'm going to say 2010 to 2013 or 17 Heritage jersey. Again, I really liked it. I love the fact that they changed the font slightly on there and it says New York, not Rangers. Thought that was a nice touch. I like the color scheme. The overall uniform looked very good and absolutely just a clean, classic looking jersey. Number 4, I am taking their reverse retro, the Lady Liberty. This is one that I'm kind of kicking myself that I should have got right away. I figured it was going to sell it as quickly as it did, but in retrospect, I probably should have made that a little bit more of a higher priority getting that. I didn't. I kind of regret it, but it looks really nice. I actually liked the reverse retro better than the old style blue one that they had. I don't know what it is. I think I like the forums where it's just all blue as opposed to the red that it was way back in the day. Looks really great on the ice, and seeing it brought back made me very happy, so I had to include this on this list. Number 3, I am taking their current road jersey. I really like it in Adidas. It looks very sharp. I kind of considered taking like the 97 version or the 2007 version. Very minimalistic differences, just kind of the collar and lacing. But yeah, the Adidas one, I really like it. I think it looks sharp and I have no complaints about it. Number 2, I am taking the 1998 white Statue of Liberty jersey. I always liked that one better than the blue one, regardless if I'm talking about the reverse retro or the original blue one. The white one for me, spectacular, out of this world. Very, very lucky and fortunate to have that in my collection. That is a Grail level jersey. And number 1, I am taking the 1997 to 2007 blue jersey. Before 97, they didn't have any laces on there, and then in 2007, when they switched to the Reebok, I felt like the Reebok laces didn't really do quite as much, and then obviously with the Adidas ones, they do nothing. They're just there for show. I do still like the Adidas one, and I still like the Reebok one, but I'm going to go with the 1997 style laces. I absolutely love that jersey. I think that whole uniform is 100% perfect. Nothing about that needs to get changed, and it's probably right up there with my favorite all-time uniform / jerseys in the entire history of hockey. So that's the Rangers collection. Those are my favorite Rangers jerseys. Let me know what you guys think of the collection, and tell me your guys' 5 favorite Rangers jerseys, or just 1 or 2 of them. Doesn't really much matter, but I always like hearing your guys' thoughts. Alright, but up next we will be taking a look at my New York Islanders collection. That one will probably be in a few days. I'm going back to work now, so filming will not be quite as easy as it is right now, but I still have some videos for you guys to watch. But I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. If you guys want, you can check me out on Instagram and Twitter as well. I'll leave a link down there. And yeah, that about does it, guys. Thank you again very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you guys again soon. Take care. Bye.